Krásný dobrý den, dámy, pánové, chlapci, děvčata, moji.
Ladies and gentlemen, my dear samurai, welcome to Štvanice. Thank you very much for taking the time to come here today. It means the world for us. Just like tomorrow's sold-out event, we're back here after 10 years, after beautiful beginnings. We are maybe nearing the teenage years. Name's Ondřej Novotný, this is Paula Neruda, Ryan Lacey, the English voice, and all the others. And tomorrow is Octagon 92, 10 amazing fights. You seem to really like the card, so I hope the fights really entertain you. We sadly no longer have any tickets, but of course you can watch at 18:30, 6:30 on octagon.tv. We moved the tournament up by 30 minutes because of the heat, and that's when we start with the huge celebration. But let's now focus on our fighters because they're the most important guys. So for the first time at Štvanice, you will see Kevin Violence Ends.
27 let,
27 years of age, 180 centimeters tall. His 11th fight, 6 wins, 5 finishes. He's had wins in Octagon. He weighed in at 70.3 kilos. His opponent, someone who started in Octagon here in Štvanice. He didn't get the win last time, but he wants to get the win tomorrow. Huge talent, the 23-year-old Ivan Klevec.
23 let,
23 years of age, 175 centimeters tall, MMA monster gym with Monster Kníže, 7 fights, 4 wins, and his official weight 70.8 kilos. This will be the lightweight bout, 3 rounds, 5 minutes. Ends against Klevec.
Zítřejší otvírák na Free Prelims na YouTube.
This is the free prelims fight you will be able to watch on YouTube.
Round 0.
And that's where you also get to watch the round 0. Let's get to the second fight tomorrow, and now we're moving to the bantamweight division. Please welcome to the weight the undefeated fighter with the record 6-0, Harun the Wolf Kurt.
Za Turecko a Německo.
Representing Turkey and Germany. 30 years old. 6 MMA fights, 3 finishes. He's had huge performances on his first performance in Octagon in Brno, and now he will try to add another win. He's from the NFT gym, but he will try to defeat the winner of the Octagon Challenge, Roman Paulus.
26 let.
26 years of age, but he's already had 18 fights, most of them in Octagon, 12 wins, 6 finishes. He's representing Fit For You in the Neruda Cup.
Paulus versus Kurt.
Paulus versus Kurt. You can see who's the tallest of them all, but we will see what happens tomorrow in the cage.
Jdeme dál, třetí zápas a
let's move on to the third fight now. It's the featherweight, and we have another Czech fighter there. But first, please welcome someone who's returning to Octagon after nearly 2 years, the 25-year-old Firas Almas Daoud.
Firas Daoud má také skvělou bilanci a předvedl.
He has a great record. He has a huge performance in Octagon. 6 fights, 5 wins, and all by KO. At just 25 years of age, a huge talent. 180 centimeters tall, he weighed in 66.3 kilos.
66.3. No a proti němu borec, který už
Stepping up against him, someone who was the challenger for the title twice. Unfortunately, he didn't make it, and now he's coming back after almost 500 days. Please welcome Jakub the Chimp Tichota.
27 let, 10.
27 years old, 10 fights, 6 wins, 4 finishes.
178
178 centimeters tall, and he's coming back to Štvanice and to OKTAGON.
Docela intenzivní a nepříjemný.
What an intense stare down. There was a little bit of pushing and shoving, but Jakub Tichota managed to hold on, and we will see a huge fight for the featherweight division tomorrow. This guy knows how to do really crazy stuff with his tummy. You can watch that on Instagram, the way he breathes.
Jdeme dál. Další návrat.
Let's move on. We have another return to OKTAGON. Someone who's coming back from retirement. When he found out we are celebrating 10 years, he decided to come back. But before, we will welcome the Israeli Rafael the Cop Aronov.
31 let, 180.
31 years of age, 186 centimeters tall. He's from Spirit MMA. 12 fights, 8 wins, all 8 before the limit. So if he gets the win, he never sees the end of the fight. There's never a need for a decision. 4 KOs, 4 submissions. His official weight was 79.65 kilos.
No a jak moc dobře víte, jeho
And as you know, his opponent is none other but Miroslav, the Inquisitor Brož.
38 let, 170.
38 years old, 178 centimeters tall, Renegades Prague gym, 22 fights, 17 wins. What a record. He has 6 finishes before the limit, and he weighed in officially at 79.8 kilos.
Další intenzivní stare down.
Another intense stare down. This is Brož versus Aronov.
Musím říct, že Míra vypadá jako...
I have to say that Miroslav Brož looks as if he never left. He's in great shape and he's ready to show a performance of his life for you tomorrow. Finishing the prelims tomorrow is a huge battle that you will enjoy because both of these fighters know only one thing, it's the KO. So please, first, let's welcome the 27-year-old Daniel Štvanice. 187 centimeters tall. He has 13 fights, 8 wins, all before the limit. His official weight, 84.3 kilos.
7 KO, pouze
7 KOs and a single submission. This is the record by Daniel Štvanice. He's had amazing fights here in OKTAGON. And I'm sure he will have another tomorrow against David the Spartan Hošek.
33 let, 181 cm.
181 centimeters tall, 22 professional fights, 13 wins, 12 before the limit. His official weight, 84.4 kilos.
Hošek versus Štvanice.
Hošek versus Štvanice.
To bude hlavní tahák a poslední
Now that will be the main fight of the prelims card. And now let's move on to the main card.
Jakub Batfalski entered OKTAGON the same way he approaches every fight he takes on in the cage, without fear and with one clear goal, to always leave the arena victorious, with almost half of his 9 wins coming by way of knockout. After delivering formidable performances in brutal bouts against Rishavi and most recently against Blackdell, now fans can look forward to witnessing a showdown between 2 rising Czech talents in Prague. Not long ago, Wojtek Kol set his sights on the man occupying the 7th position in the featherweight rankings, Jakub Batfalski, a statistic Kol just couldn't wrap his head around. Wojtek Cole later transitioned to the professional MMA scene. The most memorable of those 3 victories came at the Štvanice Stadium a year ago. Cole showed real fighter's courage and made a dramatic comeback in a fight against Federico that looked to be going in his opponent's favor, and firmly believes that he can repeat that success in the same arena against Batfalski. However, Batfalski has a lot more experience amongst the pros and in Octagon. He's taken on the organization's greatest fighters. At the Štvanice Stadium, he's determined to prove that he deserves his place in the featherweight rankings.
Při 10letém výročí samozřejmě nesmí chybět.
Now we're celebrating 10 years, so we definitely need a Czech against Czech fight. 2 huge talents are going to face off. Please welcome challenger of number 7 in the charts, and that's Vichr z Hor, Vojtěch Kol. He is 27 years old. He's got 4 fights under his belt, 2 finishes, 1 loss, and last year he managed to do a great turnaround against an Italian opponent. Now, let's see if he can do that tomorrow, because he will be facing off against the number 7, Jakub Batfalski, at 23 years old.
Batfal má 11 zápasů, 9.
Has 11 fights, 9 wins, 6 finishes, and only 2 losses. Fighting for Erdem Rimatov within the Neruda Cup.
Velká výšková převaha.
Now, this guy is way taller than his opponent. He has had the main event before, and this will be a Czech against Czech fight at Octagon 92.
As soon as Hafeni Nafuka gets you on the ground, the fight becomes a battle for survival and time goes by at an agonizing pace. We've seen this time and time again, and it was also the case in his most recent bout, when he took seasoned grappler Kuznik to the ground and ruthlessly finished him in the second round.
It's done straight away! That's it!
If you want proof that he poses an extreme threat to his opponents, his record of 8 submissions out of a total 12 wins should tell you everything you need to know.
There you go!
Nafuka will be put to the test by an elite Czech talent by the name of Tomáš Mudrok. The Ostrava Express burst onto the scene in 2021 and immediately began demolishing his opponents. He's won 8 fights, and all of those victories came before the limit. Mudrok won't hesitate to enter wild shootouts, as was the case in his special fight against BKFC European champion, Joseph Hala. He's no novice on the ground either. He finished most of his fights on the amateur circuit via submission, and he's determined to showcase his highly developed grappling skills in the octagon cage as well.
That is it! Oh, my goodness!
Nafuka wants to build on his most recent victory and show that his time in the spotlight is finally here.
Oh!
Get ready for a battle between 2 big prospects under the open sky in Prague.
Jdeme dál, další fantastický zápas, který...
Moving on, another incredible fight tomorrow. Now let's welcome the Ostrava Express that has given us a lot of joyful moments in his fights after doing a stand and beg last time. Tomáš Mudrok.
28 letech, nová...
28 years old, he's got a new look. He has a record of 10 fights, 8 wins, all finished before the limit, 2 losses only. Now, what are we supposed to imagine when we see you?
It's the Gandalf or whatever.
Anything, all right. Well, we'll take a big Gandalf, and we'll see how wise you are tomorrow after your opponent wanting to fight you till the end. An expert on grappling, the Namibian nightmare, Hafeni Nafuka.
Snad poprvé s vlasama ve svých 22.
First time we see him with a full head of hair, 12 wins, 10 finishes, 8 submissions. Neruda Cup team GOAT.
Jeho oficiální váha je 70.
Weighing in at 70.2 kilos.
Ostravský Gandalf versus...
The Ostrava Gandalf versus the Namibian Nightmare. See them tomorrow on the main card at Octagon 92.
The crowd at the legendary Štvanice Stadium will witness two national icons come face to face. When David Kozma made his last appearance at this beloved venue, he was only at the beginning of what would become a truly astonishing run. This was back in 2018. Kozma is the pride of Czech MMA and the organization's most successful champion, with 5 title defenses under his belt. Among his list of victims, you'll find names such as Veličković, Apollo Silva, and Monster Kanije.
Kozma to znovu dokázal, to je neskutečné.
And now the Pink Panther wants to add another big scalp to his collection, as he returns to the Štvanice for the first time in 8 years. He'll be facing off against David Zavada, who boasts a record of 20 wins, including 12 knockouts and 5 submissions. After a series of impressive victories on the European stage, he entered the world-famous UFC. Since he joined Octagon, Zavada has never shied away from accepting seriously tough challenges, having gone head-to-head with Peñas, Hadjivan, and Ligotsky. But after a successful comeback win over Whitner, Kozma challenged Zavada, who gladly accepted the fight. Get ready for an epic clash between two seasoned warriors who have experienced it all inside the cage and remain determined to achieve greatness.
Jeden z vrcholů celého večera, dámy a pánové.
Now this is going to be one of the highlights of the whole night. The last fight before we have 2 title bouts and 2 guys who have gone through hell and back in the Octagon cage. First is 35-year-old Octagon veteran David Zavada.
35 let, 180.
35 years old, stands 103 centimeters tall, 32 fights, 20 wins, and 17 finishes, which is a great record. A veteran of many organizations. Last time he managed to beat one of our young talents, but fighting off against him, the longest reigning champ of Octagon, David Pink Panther Kozma.
Bez 3 dnů byl 1500 dnů šampion.
Almost 1,500 days. That's how long he spent as the reigning champion of the welterweight. He has 48 fights on his record. One of the few fighters who are close to having 50 fights. 18 finishes and officially weighing in at 77.2 kilos.
David Zavada a proti
David Zavada, and against him, the Pink Panther. You're gonna see him walking out with his famous Pink Panther song tomorrow at Octagon 92. Now we're going to the finish with the first of the title fights.
12 days out from the fight, Dansk 4 pulls out. Who would have thought the guy didn't want to fight me?
Jak jsem vždycky říkal, já jsem připravený zapasit s kýmkoliv, kdykoliv.
The story between Will Fleury and Mahmoud Muradov has been building for over 2 years.
I'm here. 185. Let's go. You only talk.
Yeah, hold on. There you go. This cunt's been preparing for me for the fucking whole camp. This isn't how you get the fucking double champ. Not like this.
Never before in Octagon history have 2 fighters ranked this high in the world rankings stood across from each other. 2-division champion Will Fleury is rewriting the Octagon history books like no one before him. The indestructible Irishman fought his way to the championship gold in 2 weight classes.
Fucking yes! I'm gonna make as much of this as I can, because now is the fucking time of my prime. Now is my Fleury era.
Fleury was originally meant to face Daniel Skvor at the legendary Štvanice, but fate had other plans. Mahmoud Muradov stepped in without hesitation. Anyone, anywhere, anytime.
jdeme pro pás OKTAGONu polotěžký váze.
He accepted the fight on short notice because that's exactly who he is. And his resume speaks for itself.
Big shot. The referee looking up. Wow. Muradov finishes.
Muradov spent years competing against the world's elite in the UFC.
Oh.
Now he steps into what could become the defining fight of his legacy.
Jedeme. Bomby.
The fearless pound-for-pound #1 now stands just one victory away from the greatest triumph of his career.
I was like, now you're going to come in and take that away from me before I've had my time to be at the top and fucking bask in the glory of this. Fuck you. Nobody's taking this shit away from me.
Uvidíme, jestli je to pravda a ne.
We'll see if that is true or not. A short notice fight that only came about 12 days ago. These are two men who are the top ranked two fighters that Octagon's ever had. They'll be facing off against one another. The first one is the legendary MURADOV representing Uzbekistan.
MURADOV. Před rokem se stal prozatímním šampionem.
A year ago, he got the interim champion belt in middleweight. Now, a year later, he's going to be fighting for the title of the light heavyweight category, weighing in at 92.8 kilos. He's got 38 fights, 29 wins, 18 KOs, and 3 submissions. He will be facing off against the double champ, Will fucking Fleury.
Light heavyweight, heavyweight champion.
The light heavyweight and heavyweight champion Will Fleury stands 190 centimeters tall. He's only a year older at 37 years old. He weighed in at 93 kilos. He's got 21 fights, 17 wins, and 9 finishes. This will be his title fight in a row.
Fleury versus Muradov.
Fleury, 5th title fight versus Muradov. Mark, welcome back after a year. So you're not facing off against the middleweight champ, but you are going up a division. You prepped with Daniel Škor for Fleury. So do you have a good read on him, and are you ready for him?
Hi everyone, I'm very happy to be here first of all, and yes, I know what he's about to do, I know what he's planning, I know he'll be with the southpaw because I've been getting ready for that. He's a great fighter, but I'm a better one. I'm gonna beat him.
How are you gonna get the title tomorrow?
I don't know, it's gonna be difficult, but I will take that belt.
And so you'll be the triple champ after? Will you move on to the heavyweight?
We'll take it step by step. I'll go down to 84, then we will see what happens next.
All right, we're happy to see you tomorrow. Challenger Muradov now.
In his eyes, because you were trying to be really nasty, no?
Yeah, he's a legit fighter. I respect Macman. He's a good fighter. He took this fight on 12 days' notice, and it's the highest level fight on Octagon. So I respect the fuck out of him saving the show here. But I'm here to do my job, man. This is the Fleury era, and the Fleury era continues tomorrow night. I finish him within 3 rounds. It's going to be a hell of a show.
Okay, thank you very much. Will fucking Fleury. Ukončím ho do konce 3. kola. To je
He said he's gonna finish him by the 3rd round. That's what he thinks, but you voted on what the main event is supposed to be tomorrow, and we'll show you what you chose.
It's a battle that's been talked about for years on the Czech-Slovak scene, and now it's finally here. The women's fight of the century will see Lucia Zabova take on Lucy Pudilova for the bantamweight title. Slovak MMA's brightest star, Lucia Zabova, first blew audiences away some 7 years ago. And since then, her life has changed completely. First, she earned the title in the Women's Octagon Challenge Series. And then she went on to seize the belt in the bantamweight division. Most recently, she made history in April of this year.
That's it! That is it!
Becoming the first woman in Octagon history to rule 2 divisions simultaneously. But the Queen of Octagon is about to face a huge challenge in her career at the Štvanice. While Sabova reigns supreme in the women's rankings in Slovakia, in Czechia, Lucie Pudilova proudly holds that honor. She was the first Czech woman to compete in the UFC, where she had 2 different stints and paved the way for future generations. She's competed in almost 30 fights and frequently goes head-to-head with the world's greatest fighters. Now Pudilova wants to cap off her impressive career by winning a much-coveted title bout.
V tomhle zápase si jdu pro titul.
Lucia Sabova fights never fail to get the fans' blood racing.
That's gonna be it!
The fighter known as the Silent Killer has the X factor in spades and boasts a truly exceptional record among her female peers, having scored 9 of her 11 wins before the limit. She currently holds the number 14 position in the bantamweight world rankings, making her the highest-ranked fighter across both the male and female divisions in Octagon. But Lucie Pudilova is no stranger to competing against the world's greatest fighters. And at one point, she held 10th place in the world rankings. Get ready to celebrate Octagon's 10th anniversary with a fight that will have the fans jumping out of their seats.
Přesně jak Palo řekl, nakonec tohoto videa ta
Just like Paolo said at the end of the VT, this is the best possible Czech-Slovak fight we could offer. So please welcome the Czech fighter, Lucie Pudilova.
na potřetí dokázala dohnat svou soupeřku.
She finally managed to get this shot at the bantam title. She weighed in at 61 kilos, 28 fights, 17 wins, 5 finishes before the limit. But her opponent is none other but the first double champ in the history of Octagon, Lucia the Silent Killer Sabova.
11 zápasů, 11...
11 fights, 11 wins, 4 KOs, 5 submissions.
Sabova versus Pudilová, hlavní zápas.
Sabova versus Pudilova, the main event at Octagon 92, celebrating 10 years of Octagon. Of course, let's have a quick interview. I have to ask, what does it feel like standing in front of the public and in 24 hours you will finally get this fight? So what's going through your head?
It's incredible. I'm excited for it to be tomorrow.
The stare downs are pretty rough. Do you need it to motivate yourself?
I don't think they're rough.
They're not? Could be even tougher?
We're just looking at each other.
So what's your prediction for tomorrow?
I don't know. I could finish her in stand-up.
We will see and we will be looking forward to it. So this was Lucie Pudilova, her opponent, Sabova. Do you think also that the stare downs are pretty chill?
I do feel like there's a little heat there.
What did you tell her there?
I'm just gonna keep what I said to myself.
What's your prediction for the fight tomorrow? When do you want to finish Lucie Pudilova to keep that belt?
I did everything in my power to be able to get here, and now I'm here. And I'm just wanting to enjoy myself. I'm gonna go for the finish, and I don't care how I do it, but I know that tomorrow I will be the better fighter.
No one's ever finished Lucie Pudilova by way of KO. We will see if it happens tomorrow. Thank you very much. This is Lucie Silent Killer, the champ, versus Lucie Pudilova, and we will see you tomorrow at the arena. Thank you very much for coming out. See you tomorrow.
Octagon returns to the legendary Štvanice Stadium. It's the biggest women's fight in Octagon history, the culmination of the greatest rivalry in the history of Czech-Slovak MMA. Slovakia's best fighter will face the Czech Republic's best in a showdown for the bantamweight title. The undefeated double champ Lucia Sabova takes on the battle-tested Lucie Pudilova, who has 11 UFC appearances. Who will leave the cage as the queen of the entire promotion? This is a world-class fight, the biggest in Octagon's 10-year history. Fleury is the undisputed ruler across 2 divisions, ranked number 32 in the world. After 3 successful fights for the heavyweight title, he now wants to defend his throne in the light heavyweight division.
Heavy shot! Oh!
Standing in his way, Octagon's most-watched fighter, MURADOV, ranked number 36 in the world and interim middleweight champion. David Kozma, Octagon's longest reigning former champion and fan favorite,
Oh, the right hand!
faces the feared executioner, David Zavada. Can the Pink Panther withstand the German's pressure? Can he continue his road to the title that he lost? Nafuka, the 22-year-old grappling phenom, will take on Tomasz Mudrok. The striker from Ostrava who's earned 8 first-round victories. And then there's the Czech derby of 2 elite prospects. Jakub Batbalski wants to reaffirm his status as the country's top MMA talent. Beautiful shot.
Oh, big shot!
But standing in his way is 3-time Czech amateur champion, Wojtek Kol, with one goal in mind, to take Batbalski's place. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most exciting open-air event of the year. Octagon 92, Zabova versus Pudilova. Get the pay-per-view and experience the event from the front row on octagon.tv.